Not for the workers, only for us. It looks like it, but it doesn't play. It's some significant differences. One of them is going to be, yes, there's no combat, and it's intended there won't be any direct combat. There will be some challenges such as taxis or sheep rustling or wolves, bears, something like that, but not sort of warfare type of stuff. And also this, if you've played RimWorld, this is a family tree, so these generations we can continue. I've had a farm that went for over 20 years in game, obviously, but yeah, it's designed. There's an AI system with the job priorities designed to be um, letting them get on with it rather than you having to micro everything all the time. So you're supposed to be able to, and when you understand the game really well, you can, well, not even really well, but if you do the tutorial, you set and forget everything. If you set it up correctly, you won't have to touch it again. So it's really really nice because I like to do the struggly survivey bit and then build the nice. It's the kind of game I like, and I think it's got the balance really good here because yes, there's no combat, but it's not an easy game. It's still challenging. I suggest you play the demo if you haven't tried it. I had to play the demo about 6 times before I could survive winter. There's a lot more information out there now, streams and um, guides and whatnots. But I highly recommend you try the demo. And I think if you go through it slowly and take your time with it, depending on what type of games you've played previous as well, if you've got something in your head, this is how it's supposed to be, it might take you even longer because you've got to unlearn something. Oh yeah, sure. Another difference is that RimWorld is been out for a while and it's got loads of mods available and everything else. Whereas this game is in early access, so it's still developing and I think it's really exciting. I love finding new things. Um, it's still got content to come and mods to come. So the way I see it is that RimWorld is always going to be there as it is, and that's good. That's going to get better or whatever. But this development, it's only going to be in early access for a certain amount of time. So I reckon get in on it because this developer is really good. It's a one-man band, and he's doing updates, really big updates, but once a month, and little updates on the test branch like pretty much every day. Every time they find a bug, they fix it so quick. It's amazing. I can't recommend it high enough. It's awesome if you like that sort of thing. No, you don't. It's been 8 updates so far, and the only time all the saves would carry through. The only time that I would want to make a new map is when the world gen changed. So obviously, a previous save wouldn't have had the new um, crops of this stuff on it. But no, old games carry through the updates for sure. And that's one of the things he's actually looking at is can we find any problems with that? Then let him know because he really wants to get on top of it. Yeah, some games you do. Some games they will when they do a big update, and then it's like, oh no, all your old saves are lost. But I could still go and load up my very first games if I wanted to. Really good. But yeah, I would just say just expect to die, and be okay with that. It's all right because you're learning, and hopefully you'll get hooked like I did and enjoy it for what it is. It's beautiful little game. I love it. Noble Fates. I haven't heard of that one. Is that is that an early access? We haven't got a load of money for the amount of workers we've got. Haven't got much to sell really, apart from yeah, quite a lot of that. Do we want? Oh, senior cow. See, with senior animals, um, we're basically only good for butchering, and that's we're gonna buy him and eat him straight away. Another good thing about this game is a trader. You see how simple it is to buy and sell. I sell a bit of meat, and I'll tell the trader to go away. So these are the this is us, we're Buchanan, and then you've got four clans that will come and trade with you, and each clan will have a sort of speciality. And as you build rep with them, you'll get more options. There's other ways to build rep, like when they come and they work for you and you get friendly with them and stuff. We can even marry into the clan and marry out of the clan as well. So what's happening here is we haven't got a lot of jobs on. So we're going to catch up on all our jobs, which is going to be really nice for our town. We'll be able to tidy up. So these jobs are, it's because I haven't got any fertilizer. They can't do these jobs. So really there's nothing for them to do. So let's go and cut trees down. And while I do that, I've only got 2 axes, so I might want to make some more axes now. So there's an auto craft system where here's my machine for making tools, and I want to keep something in stock, axes. So previously I was keeping 5 in stock. Now I'll keep I was keeping 2. Now I want 5. Press enter. That's done. And now, well, if they've got the materials, they're going to try and keep making these tools until what I said. Well, I don't know everything, but I'll certainly try my best. If I can help you, I will. Please do ask a question. I've got it's quite a lot of hours for a new game. I'm not gonna lie. I do read the forums and that. The Discord is very good as well if you're looking for anything really, anything to do with the game. There's some really good active people on there, including the developer himself. He's a lot on Steam as well. 2 hours, yeah. Yeah, you could say that. Now, we never got another cat. We're going to butcher this animal because he's no good to us as a senior. And also, we don't need 2 male chickens. We only need 1 of them. And we can eat this one as well. And we've got to keep an eye on it because we've only got a tiny little space. We don't want to... And our pig. We're looking for a lady pig so we can start a pig farm. How are we still making bread when I switched this off? I don't understand. Have they changed the recipe? We need oat flour to make dough. I'm not making any oat flour, therefore we don't have any bread. How are you making bread? Is it magic? It's because you've got it in the fridge from earlier. Okay. I don't want to see any more flour on this table, and I don't want to see any more dough anywhere. Alright? Naughty people. So winter's coming. We haven't got tons of food. We need to get more. And we're going to let some of our workers go. Now, when they get to 100, see this clan rep here? I can send them home. It's going to save us money because we haven't got a lot of work to do anyway. And then the rest of them, we're going to be like chopping trees and stuff. We might want to keep them around if they've got really good traits, and maybe our daughter was growing up or our son. When they turn into adults, they could get married to someone who's happy with us. So when their reps at 100, that's when they're gonna be like, I want to get married to you. If there's someone suitable in your clan, and that goes up with if they're happy in their job and they've got like a nice, don't have to have single bedrooms, but all the things add up together. So um yeah, I would definitely start on the standard family because the scenarios are quite a bit harder. I would recommend playing on with I can't remember what it is. It's at the top. It's the same kind of family that I've got here. You start off, you've got like grandma, grandpa, and you've got a mum and dad, and then you've got a couple of children and a baby. It's 7 people. Yeah, just take your time with it and enjoy it. And when you die, play it again and again. And that's how you learn it. But sure, if you want to ask any questions or anything, and you're welcome to join the Discord if I'm not streaming. I think I'm going to be stopping shortly because I've been on for quite a bit of time and I'm getting a little bit tired, but I'm really enjoying this build. Okay, it's a bit weird, but whatever works, that's my advice to you when you get started. Don't worry about how it looks, just do what they need doing and fancy it up later, like make it pretty later on. Yeah, now you're out of flour. Good, I know you're out of flour. I told you to be out of flour. You can't make stew, but you could make other things, couldn't you? Yeah. So now if I put bread, I want to have, oh, I still don't understand this. Make me one. Is it one bag or is it 100 flowers in a bag? Kind of thing. It's a little, it's this one item. It's, can you make one oats? My thresher is set to level 10. And we haven't got a load of oats to make. That's the problem. No, he's made a bag with 100 in it. So just by setting that to 1, that's working. Okay, right. And this is set to 1. And this is set to 18. But it should be set to less than that. It should be set to 6. That's why I had so much bread before. I only want to keep 1 loaf of bread in stock. Or do I? No, I need 2. I need 12. That's 2 loaves of bread. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, most of the items, if you do it right, you set and forget, and literally that's it. There's a couple of them that are a little bit tricky to get your head around, like the eel pots. They recommend that you set them differently from pretty much everything else, and it's in the tutorial, and I think it can throw people off for other settings on stuff. But this is like, say I'm catching 10 eels and then I'm going to stop, and the middle button says tomorrow I want to do the same thing over again. Because if I leave it on to catch 10 eels, it's going to try and keep catching 10 eels all day long. This way it only catches 10 and then it stops, and then tomorrow again it repeats. Other things, they don't work like that. Everything else pretty much works like you set it to make a number, and that's all you have to do with it, really. You just set the number on it. Like here, tailoring bench, I just set everything that I want to 20 or 10 or 5, and that's it. I don't have to worry about anything else. Just here. We are going to have all these mushrooms. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't really want to build on top of the bog. I could put another bedroom on the back and it would still be heated. This little design I do, it works because this oven, it keeps the water items in this room not frozen in winter, and it heats up to 6 bedrooms on the end of it. They're connected through like in a tunnel with these vents. It's quite an efficient way to heat a load of private bedrooms. And I probably need to come up with a new design, but it works, so I tend to keep doing this same design now. I would like to get a bigger chicken factory. Let's see what we got. If I do another housing block, we could have a hotel, but I think we need to build more animals first. I want to keep my workshop over here. Excuse me. Because it's next to the clay pit. Hang on a minute. What if this was the clay pit here? This comes with moving everything around for efficiency purposes, and it's yeah. Let's put a floor in the kitchen while we make decisions about other things. Oh, lovely new kitchen. I think this is nice. Why have we got so much ash hanging around in the rain? We should be making leathers out of that. We haven't got any leathers because we're not hunting and killing very much stuff at the moment. If we had a pig farm, we would be having it. $200 money. I've got to sell something to keep these workers. Do we need to keep? We don't need to keep the workers now because we're on top of our jobs. I think we let it run out. We let it run out. We run the farm ourselves. And we just sell as little as possible. We buy the meat. Yeah, we buy this. Sell a bit of this. In case the other one's got a pig we want to buy. We'll send some of these guys home. They're all 100. So we're not losing it. We're gaining rep when they leave the map now, because their rep is 100 here. We're going to gain that. So then we should be able to afford to hire a couple. Oh, hold on. We've got 2 left. A hard worker. Let's get her. She's a hard worker. And then we've only got 100, so we'll let the other one go. Try and trade for a bit more. I don't want to sell that. Yeah, I guess. Don't want it. Oh yeah, stones. We like to sell stones. Alright, go on. I'm going to put a general stockpile down now so we can see what needs to be put away in storage. And so we can lose this one. Ooh! Hey! Okay, right. With the skills, let's have a look. Now let's see Mary, right? Every single clan member's got, there's 3 special things that they can do. They've got something that they really don't like doing. When they do that job, debuff. When they do the job, they get the happy job, they'll get a happy buff, which makes them work faster and improves their mood and satisfaction. So that obviously makes them, helps with their happiness. And this one is a skills. So it's not necessarily make them happy, but they're really, they're talented at it. They've got an ability. Some of them are higher than others as well, so it's a multiplier. It's like a bonus. So what I tend to do, it's not, there's no right or wrong ways, whatever works for you. What I found works is, as much as I can, I try and make them, their happy job is what they do, and then their skill job. And I put this down the bottom. I see a lot of people do this, which is where you lock it off from, you're not allowed to do that job. I don't like doing that in case I need them to do it anyway. But it's all down to your personal. And then what they do is they'll work their way, each person works their way down the list of priorities. So Marie gets up in the morning, she wants to do cooking. She looks for cooking jobs. If she doesn't see anything, she goes to first aid with like babies and whatnot and so on. And so each skill, as you've got it spread through your clan, is going to get done at a different time depending on who's doing it and what else they're doing before that. And part of that, figuring all this out, is a big part of the game. And what you can do here is you can put it on strict priorities. A lot of people prefer this, and that forces them to stick. She has to do all the cooking jobs, then she can do the first aid, then she can do the repairs. If you have it unchecked like what I've got here, it's freedom, it's floating. So she might be on her way to do a cooking job, but this baby needs really taking care of, right? So she's going to go and do that. Even though this is a top priority for her, she's got other things that are near her that she needs to do. And it's giving them freedom to do jobs that are more relevant to where they are, what they're doing. So that's a long answer. But yeah, the likes the job is the happiness. So what I do is I look at the task list and I say, oh, I've got farming jobs that need doing. Who's a farmer? Who's got good farming skill? And then you can put it up. or down, depending on each person's skill and everything like that. Now, what I probably recommend doing is I'll put the happy job like this at the top, and then I have the skill and the bad thing at the bottom, and then I'll let it run and see. So like, well, nobody's hunting. Why is nobody hunting? Or whatever it is, then you have to put somebody up there. If nobody else is hunting and you need the hunting done, then you put somebody up to the top of it. Otherwise, I mean, you can try and think ahead and predict what you're going to need and everything, but I find it's better just to adjust it when you notice, oh, why is no one cutting the trees, or why is no one doing this or that, and find someone to do it. So winter's coming. We've got 1,000 mushrooms. We've got 300 smoked meat in our fridge. So this is a fridge area. We made it by having frozen jugs, and it keeps any food in here is not going to go rotten. It's a very useful thing to have in your town. Don't worry about it in your first game though. It's you can't do it before year 1 anyway. So I think what we're going to try and do is get a little bit more, if we can find any oats around the map, nearish, not miles and miles away. And we are going to get some more mushrooms if we can, because we haven't got that much meat. The mushrooms can go in the fridge, and then we'll just, so much of them. That's kind of far from the house though. Yeah. Is there any nearer? Yeah, there's loads nearer. So I'm going to cancel these far off ones. No, cancel. Cancel. Such a big difference between year 1 to year 2, because it literally, year 1 is just doing whatever you need to do. Like, we didn't have floors, or I still haven't got floors in some places. It's just get the bedrooms, and then they're nice and happy in there. They can start making babies, and when they can have a bath, that's a really big big boost for them. Toilet is nice. But poop hole will do. Poop hole is fine until you have the... What are you doing? Why are you going so slow? Because I'm on slow speed. Ah, new rabbit holes. Rabbit holes are great for easy meat. You can encourage them by, if it's in season, you could plant grass around. And if it's out of season and you have oh, I haven't got any, but fertilizer, that works good as well. This land was like this. Using poop holes, I've made it all grass and trees like this, and this is going to get rabbits on it, hopefully. We're getting really far from the house now, but we have toilets in the house, so it's not so much of a big deal. They shouldn't really wanting to be going to that toilet anyway. And if they do, then they're fertilising the grass, so... I'm not sure I like all this ash being out in the rain, so we need to build some storage for that. They need one near the wool. We haven't got any wool yet. How much have we got? Probably another one somewhere. Let's put it over here. Bark bin. Logs. Where are our logs? We haven't got a proper forestry yet, so not worried about them being out in the rain either. Yes, they do need a poop hole. I can recommend that you put it somewhere kind of near. If you put it near somewhere they can have a wash afterwards, that saves you a lot of time and kind of near the house to start with, but also near the water is a good place. They do walk there at night as well, so you want them to be not a million miles away. And yeah, don't worry about floors. Focus on the roofs and the walls. And your floors. I want this to be like this. There's some really good overlays when you have the time, and up in the top right here. They're lovely. I said they're great. All of them. Spend time with them and look through them. Happiness, pathing, and temperature's really good to see where your rabbits and your foxes, everything is. Something's going rotten over. Oh, mushrooms are going rotten because we're not hauling them. Lots of rabbits up here. Yeah, really good overlays. And up in the top left, very important information also. Everything you want to know about everything. When you mouse over it, it's up there in the top left. So you'll notice that crops and things, they have a maximum yield when they're fully grown. That's something to watch out for. If you're not using this auto harvest, you can waste a lot of time. If you're gathering a bunch of mushrooms but it's only got one mushroom in it because it's not fully grown. Very tempted to build another housing block. Don't think we need it, but we could get the hotel going on. Let's open the doors and see if we can manage. Actually, no, because it's oats. We haven't got a lot of oats. I think we've just got enough for us this winter. We've got enough money to pay a worker. No babies. Babies slow you down a lot as well. At the moment, we're all pregnant. When we have those babies... So, when we have the babies... Yeah, we should be alright. Gloomy. We might buy you because you're a good hauler. But we don't want everybody. Sorry, you're gloomy. You can go. Alright, traders. Let's sell you nothing. Charcoal. We need to get some wood. To buy the. I like to buy the raw fish and smoke it. And we're going to get some wood. Okay. These thistles are really bad for us. But they're so pretty. I think I'm just going to leave them. We can go. We can cut a path through it. And kind of. Yeah. Get these as well. So it is recommended that you keep the job sort of not 1,000. The lower the job numbers, the better it works. That's one way of putting it. And if you find that you've done too much, there's different. You can double click. It will get everything on the screen, and then X, and it just cancels it. Or you can use this cancel job button here. But I only want to get the full on trees I want. Yeah. I only want the full up trees and all of the stumps. Can we get this put away, please? Thank you. So if we see a sheep, we'll buy it, and then we can start making wool clothing. Yeah. Those random chickens are your livestock, so you want to keep them alive. This is a good way of doing it in the start of the game. You put a stockpile down and you tell the stockpile to be only for seeds. Hay seed is good because you get it from grass. Otherwise they're going to be eating your whatever they can find. If they've got access to the haystack, they will eat off that. So that is something to bear in mind. I can actually get rid of this now because I've got my grain trough unlocked and I have blocked oats from going in there because we want to eat them for ourselves. We need it for bread. So I can delete this. X. Are you hungry, chicken? Really? I don't think you are. You can eat this seed. And I can tell you to go here and you will get food. They're fine. So yeah, she's halfway there. She is... She... Oh, she's getting close. Yeah, they're all going to drop at the same time, these babies. And we'll have to start looking out for a nice young man for Kathir. It's funny that they've got so many negative traits, and he had so many. He's really good. You notice that they've got different abilities, and yeah, it can make a difference for sure. Let's put a proper roof on this bit as well, even though we don't know what it's for. I think we know what shape it wants to be. This is a kitchen. Proper tailor. I could put a little, yeah. There's a nice big tailoring shop here, and this is the rest of this kitchen. Maybe a little bit of where the visitors come and join in. And then out here we can have a bathhouse, toilet block, and the mining area. You want to work for us? Maybe. Heavy sleeper, tireless. I think we'll have him. We wanted a nice young man. Even though he's sickly, being tired, I do like tireless. The other one's left because he got the ump. He's waited too long. So we might as well, I think we can hire her. We've got money. Winter is coming though, I keep saying that. There's less jobs to do and less food to go around. Let's buy all of the things. Sell all of the things and eat some chickens as well. Got to keep an eye out for that pig that we need. We need to get more wood. Helen. Let's see what she's doing. Why? The loneliest stockpile in the world. I think that was our... Was that our centerpiece? It is. That's the center of the map. Okay. Well, I guess symmetry went out the window quite a long time ago, didn't it? From the start of the game. It was never going to be the mansion build, but anyway. Not when there was a lake in the middle of it. Maybe next time. What's this? Maybe should we put a bath? I want to put a bathhouse. But it makes more sense that this is a proper tailoring shop. So, yeah, let's do that. We give If we give, I know what we do. We give this space over to tailoring. And no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if I go bigger than 6, I have to use a different roof. But my kitchen is designed like this now. So how do I get around this? I want this to be open. I need an internal wall here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need this wall here. Right. No. No, 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 no. Find another way. Because my kitchen is too pretty how it is. I'm not changing it. So B, if you want to copy any item, you can press B and it's like build, or if it's a job you can copy the job same way. It's really useful. Oh, thank you, welcome along. That was the wrong button. X, B. Oh, what can I do? What am I doing? This kitchen wall here. We'll have to use the big expensive roof. That's just the only way of doing it. Because I have to have my wall where it's going, don't I? Barfak knows. Right. Here we go. In the middle is a door. Move. Move to there. This is a wall. This is not a wall. Wall. Demolish wall. Move the things that are in the way of the wall. You can go somewhere. You have to go over here for now. You're going to be cold working outside, but I need you out of the way for the minute. Don't need to roof this in, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay. This roof, wood roof, it takes nails and planks and it reaches 4. And it's more expensive, but it lets you reach further so your room can be bigger without having pillars inside it. If you do hay or thatch, it's 3, which means 6, but this is 8, so because it's 4, it's kind of, don't know if that makes sense. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you're liking the game. Let's get these things out of the way. Right, we're opening this up. One, two, oh no, this room's too big. It's already 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, let's put the wall in. Let's see where we get. Demolish that piece of wall. Right. Extra kitchen area. Weirdest tailoring shop I've built so far. It's going to fall down because the roof is going to be unsupported. So we did keep a little bathhouse or something on the end. Might not be a terrible idea. Right, nails. We want metal. We're going to go into the bog in the middle of winter with our shit clothing. We're going to be fine about it. Oh, chickens. Let's check on them. We need to eat some. How is this roof staying up? Not that I'm complaining, but yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. So if we did build the expensive roof here, wood roof, and it has to touch the walls, otherwise it doesn't make a difference. Are you saying you're going to reach that now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You still won't reach. No way is that going to reach. No. Let's say we had a little bit of we do thatch roof here. I think we put that bathhouse in the corner. It can be like a. So they come into the end of the kitchen is here. There's party room. They come in. They can go and have a toilet and a bath. Then we can use our sensible roof. not on this wall. That could be the... Right. We want to put the leather working in there. Where was it? It was in the kitchen, wasn't it? Come here. So you might not reach. You're gonna go. You are gonna go there. Or there. Leather working, tailoring. Roof. Wool. If somebody would have got trapped in this room when it was being built, a warning does come up. So I know it's okay. No one's trapped in there. Unless they died and I never noticed. Ha. Yeah, these things do get cold, and I want to put the nice fire in here so that we can get the buff from the firelight. You're going to move to somewhere up there probably. That's wool. Let's put you right in the corner. Actually, you need it as well. Let's say buff. Yeah, doesn't have a light in it, but just had a little idea for toilet.